do 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 do. Hello, henchmen! On this episode of This Old Villain, we're profiling the man-sheen, the myth, the legend, none other than Darth Vader.
You will try.
Lord Vader, we await orders. How effective are you? Like a boss? No, not really. I mean, when you really break the whole thing down, he's a little more than a force-wielding pit bull. Does he really even have a personal agenda? He's probably the most glorified henchman in existence.
Liar!
He fails every time he goes out. Although fans hate that trilogy, the most effective he ever seems to be is in Revenge of the Sith, killing kids and picking the right side to join. But even then, he later almost gets killed and has to be rescued and rebuilt. The few times we do see him up to his own plans, they also fail. He hired what amounts to be the second most glorified henchman in existence. The failure in waiting, Boba Fett. In Force Unleashed, he has a secret apprentice, and that whole thing fails. I mean, stop to think about this for a minute. The only thing we could find that he ever did with complete success was build a pod racer and win a race with it. We'll give you a moment to let that settle in. I think we find and make a compelling case as to why he has bottomed out on our scale, receiving an E rating of 1. Honestly, we kind of wanted to give him a 0 because he had early and ample opportunity to murder Jar Jar Binks, but we found that to be unjust, if not a bit wishful. Now, how vile do you think Darth Lord Vader really is?
Don't make me kill you.
You'll be surprised. Again, the peak of our scale takes reference from Revenge of the Sith. Again, where he slaughters a school full of young Jedi. That alone would rank him pretty high. But when you peel back that menacing mask, he's really just a big softy. The ending of Force Unleashed, you see him trying to save Starkiller. Not trying to hide a kid you are training to kill your boss, you'd think would get you extra points here. But the whole way he acts and approaches this, we left it feeling as if it was a zero-sum gain either way. In the movie, he does kill his boss, but does it to save his son, and ultimately in an act of redemption. For that one, we subtracted a point. With all that said, we still give him a V rating of 6. Now, how smart was Anakin? Once again, he peaks in Phantom Menace. As a kid, he's known to have built a robot and a pod racer, but how genius level is that? In a setting with androids and robots and tech far more advanced than what we have, it's hard to say definitively. If that were here today, he'd probably be like a 9 or a 10. But how much more advanced is it for him than, let's say, rebuilding a clock and mounting it in a pencil case? He's still a clever bear either way, though. But we have a theory that maybe awakening your force power is a lot like puberty. It's an awkward phase where you look kind of silly, only half knowing what's going on, and ultimately end up making some very bad decisions.
Don't make me destroy you.
He's shown to be intuitive, but never again does he really seem to challenge himself intellectually. And because of that, we settled on an I rating of 6. So, what was the length of time that Vader was in power? We could really nitpick here and say like 10 minutes really. But he was in power 23-ish years, just second in command. He died young. We really considered giving him a bonus for his natural life because you have to assume being half machine probably would diminish his maximum lifespan. Or would it extend it? Science. Either way, it was his own actions that caused the need for them, so we decided not to give him that bonus, assuming a natural human lifespan for him. We gave him an L rating of 5.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Will you shut up for a minute? I'm trying to make a game video and you're annoying as hell!
As you wish.
That's what I thought. Alright, total rating of 18, which surprised us a bit, but it's not that hard to accept. He was never made to be this entirely vile character. Even in the original trilogy, it's accepted that he's a fallen Jedi and ultimately finds redemption.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
As always, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. And may the Force be with you. Musator, out. out.
This is the end for you.